Abusia like video share mo before for na ono nso enya bi enhwe na enei nana ya okese atransi onko kroko morning show achese oni na pamfo edi nkomo ne bebre nsem wan ekoso okan na mamu de editie na edi se omotimi ebiebie mu nyina no omotimi ebiebie mu edi hu nkomo no dodo na enya asem ketua yengibre na yenkotie nkomo twetwe ne bi yenso ya dwenkyere no yemfa into comment section.
Let's start it on the angle of Dr. Bawumia's recent appeal. Yachi Obi say we didn't attempt into Yachina Tono. Dr. Bawumia said, Mr. Ramo, not in my name. I have a tough skin. I can handle it. It was not a threat in my life, to my life. We are free speech. Munyano. And Yamano Koe. Na Beshemi Nyano will be Wokroma. And a Dr. Bawumiano on obeche police yombe. And a criminal way and away omukande ompera na say na NDC muninkai on. Some of you are not students of politics. And now mubino sisi na mobile game no muntimun tiase. But let me remind you. The first reminder I gave them 2010. Mo amuni efi kakra no be kai. Ma me friend edujenfi. And okoka President Mills was him. President Mills told the police to let him go. The second one was John Kuma. Oh, kada guy. 2011.
Mekaiba.
Yeah, Chi John Kuma. President Atta Mills. I say not in my name. Let there be free speech. Because that time, no, then the criminal libel no had been passed by Nana Akufo-Addo as Attorney General under Akufo into President Mills there. Asumje hini. On person adie we babe koka na be we sano. Into no si winjemu. Na sa asumje hini nso de bia me de bo Dr. Bawumia abaso. Ya boni din didade ba me se chia no. Asumje hini. Dr. Bawumia yo bia sa ni academic background to say Atta Mills. Sa ni peaceful behavior to say Atta Mills. Say na oye ni niema boko, oye man of tolerance, a man of peace. Yen na yehu election. Oh, Bebre say it went against the MPP or say I did it for peace. So you can make all the argument you like against the politics, but at least peace lady, Yenim said the man is a man of peace. Just like Atta Mills before him, or see Yenyano. We'll be coming to President John Mahama at this juncture. But let us start with what is going on in this country at the moment. President John Mahama, enya onona breso, ena nieme bi koso under Nana Addo Akufo-Addo as president, or say, or a clearing agent. And yes, I'm a Kroma. Now, clearing agent, would the Mubaya, Nole prosecute, and Crawford 7, one time, go home, NDC for na, Mukes ya dropo. Ye so, Madam said in a case, you ever come home, so ya dropo. What is the perception? Because you see, corruption is not just about corruption. That's why they say corruption perception index. The perception, if it is wronger, then we see, say, it is going a certain way. And so what now we'll say, or be a clearing agent. Mudia my super clearing agent, no. Mudia yenswa, must say unanimous FC. And I refi. Say Ghana judges, unanimous FC. Now, then I cost to let us look at the Sedina case against the Wound to Me case, for example. And no man Crawford be bringing so buffalo. And it's mainly in protest of the Sedina case. Because you jelly Wound to Me, yes, you are protesting by your call demonstration. What is the issue if you look at law? Law is simple. Your direct evidence, your circumstantial evidence. Direct evidence, direct, circumstantial, on the balance of what? Either beyond reasonable doubt when it's criminal or on the balance of probability. I don't know scale na kwa kakrie bipe. Enti cardinal kra mene wo bon komo na me pesa me dey bi kra kan quick. Circumstantial evidence ye ka under criminal law no. Criminal law there no beyond reasonable doubt. So it's not even just the doubt must be there. It must be beyond it. Not just say we are looking at, for example, social even jury trial. You are looking at about 95% because one person pay a same trial. And only want to answer. What is the case here? Madam Sedina, no conversation obia beti ase na mama mi say because na say dey obia ko law school ni bia mumu bi no lawyers ni be kan na patwa ko bi
patcho there bi
unko yet because they be hu na won so wo dey aka ho
patcho there bi menyanko.
Now direct evidence is simple. Sedina case, direct evidence, money taken from Maslock account, the record is there, direct. Money given to the rural bank, evidence is there. Money taken from the rural bank, evidence is there. Receipt signed for receipt of the money, evidence is there. No evidence of the money having been returned, evidence is there. Direct. Go to Chairman Untumi. Yes, say, I own a piece of land. I ask somebody to go and do coconut. Nipakron say, no, you asked me to do coconut and galamsey. And no, circumstantial because there's no proof that I gave you an assignment. You see, usually an assignment, it will have what we call the terms and conditions. A video. You said, I said. Now, when you me yakra no cardinal. Me dey him say, so kona okoye plea bargain. Obi akoye murder. You say capital punishment. O plea bargain into no, ye capital punishment in you. Maybe amount 30 years. And now say law no a life imprisonment because in every country there capital punishment. You say okay 30 years no, you bet so to 20 years because you testified on behalf of the prosecution. But say wo okoye mining no wo machines ewo ho wo workers na ewo ho wo obeka say landlord no e dey bie door no ma me na me kokun nipa no na de obie door no ma wo no aye onu ni fie no wo kokun nipa ni wie no wo de akofi a wo di fufuo na ono obie door no ma wo no eno kra eye circumstantial o ono no enko dem 20 years we what be that one where do you go hear such a case? Enti Ghana for they are wide awake. They are seeing say, oh, so under the tenure of President John Mahama, no the oye super unanimous FC. Because no to me James oya otumiye super unanimous clearing agent. Na ene yebete no. Yesi said na rather no. Or no appeal no we win it. How what is that now on no appeal is uncle fee if any see a Supreme Court yakoye look we are not children in this country we know say so we be now no be catch me say oh there Godfrey Dami and start here what are you talking about obey so be the paper ever to her say this is something I want to talk about and no crown evidence in you but what the emphasis are. But in the meantime, we are fighting extradition. So nobody has talked about the appeal. And you come after the extradition to now deal with the appeal. How do you blame the person who existed when the thing was lodged? Under what logic? I mean, Ghanaians, ye dia grow now say ye di bibi ye dia grow kroma. And ye shani entiase. Atem didie. Obi tumi ka say Dunso is back. Ya chino. Baba Amando. And then Isando. Nobody knows where they are. This is what we are talking about. Under our constitution, 48 hours. You must be handed over to the courts. The courts have adjudication, jurisdiction over us. Not Yoko. Yoko to me chill and share baby MMA bail. No. I'm found court. Now court will decide to remand you or to give you bail under the charges and under the circumstances or the proof of flight risk. Ebi akwa we die se ujana obejane te say madam said in adie I nim say ono ankasa we dwane da enti oyo bi kra usually no court no be kra be ka say even if you deserve bail we'll still remind you because what your history no we a flight risk edi na ensi wo kroma na NDC force e den no wetu kwapai ye ni krom ha e na yan kasa yan president ebie na no e ka say Nana Akufo-Addo ye achim sakawa. Ana ayanti okroma. Imagine say Nana Akufo-Addo be bie na no aka say President Mahama any nebusuafo e ye gonja sakawa people. Anga kroma ye beda. Ye na obi bie na no say yensu ye di Mahama 10 friend incompetent and at a mills Professor Doolittle. Oh, maybe I want to go for men correct that mistake. Obi catch us we Professor Doolittle. What he said, he said, "Unye bibri." And at the way you need so. Ain't Professor? You need so. And now Professor, unye who? Where at them did no. Obi catch us say when you're competent. I'll say ejuma no huanu, ejuma no anye ni ye, ejuma no dia wo ye no enye fe. Eno ya tem didie. And so one kasa to be bia wan we kasa wo apart from Achim Sakawa no, o say wo Nana Akufo-Addo, woni we busuafo Ghana sika no, wa sheda e na wo ye wata echire e na Gabi obodi o Bumpty Ken bedi etuo e no mu wie sika no ma no. If we go and say this today, anybody in Ghana, Ekojina radio, Eka say John Mahama, president, Nimianomo, we, Omuna Maya Day, Omo frontier mano, and Omuye Jifua. Will it be good? Was anybody arrested? I mean, these are very serious matters which sometimes because Nana Akufo-Addo was tolerant and President John Kufuor before him, some people take it for granted. What do you mean to go and arrest people and to be putting people in the dock for saying do so is back and that kind of thing? Yeni Kroma na 50 kwete or say President Kufuor gold the work Ghana heni na ano wa kosesa gold bars from Bangkok yanti Kroma. Your friend will be saying no one patch or say oh we a political talk. One kasa Obi Kwashi no NDC you don't know political talk in this country. You don't know political talk. And you go around today, dear, Obi Pien and Wape, Namakosonumu, Namoya de Mope. Me rent is idea with that because Papa. We had 17 contestants in this country going to stand for MPP in the year 2007. The Ocquaye. Kadna. Then I said,
Akron for 17.
Yes, also Akron for 17. And Akron for penny and Omokakoye.
David, as a cron for 17, Kotwa Bay cron for penny.
Cron for penny.
Sabre Namunyan cron for penny.
Aha, thank you.
Now cron for 17.
Thank you. A cron for 17, Echo you cron for penny. Insulted everybody, insulted, including my father. Who said RSUB? 7 cron for. But we know it's political talk in some cases. And most people who are serious will look at the men of substance, you look at the hackmans of this world, and so on. Can you just call him an ordinary thief? No! Unless you are doing cheap political talk. So that's how people look at it. But Mudia, you come and say, Kitwebia, Munkwa, Mutikwa Pai, Namu Tietium, Namu arrest Obia. And in fact, what they do, Sir, Madam, now I come on 1 year, Obia Nimno. Adeta Kumi, I'm telling you, and send the arrested and be a Niso Nimna.
Adeta Kumi, Madam.
Midia Minimno. Minim young man, maybe Kumiba, Minim, and the man, Baba Amando. Baba Amando, by Monsieur, I think 2025 March. Now, Michelle, and I'm in Tinidina. And I'm not born common a man encouragement. Do the work for the MPP. Next time, I continue. And I want to mean Ghana politics without mentioning Baba Amando. And we are seeing, sir, what they are doing is harassment. And then Abakochi now they now call Yoko. Unreasonable bail terms. Unreasonable, unconscionable, and try to use it as punishment, which is against the law. You can't use bail as a means of punishing somebody. Now, I come Obi bail. National serviceman, who need bail a man?
800
to 800 million. Say first one, 800. And I'm about 600 million.
And about 300.
Why? And the man was in for 8 months on just bail. Sir. Etienne, Sami Jensi aye born in say gold losses say abano and sana me hwa asem no no me so Sami Jensi one me so ni one per straight me na koto Yoko na mama me hwa na ni sika no or 1 billion na me say 1.10 billion or 1.50 billion me say 1.100 billion or I know I me say 2 billion and one say me sika na be to so na me jail no be 1 year sani enko no krom ha. And now anybody who is accused of something, I was a ma only a chrono the opportunity to defend himself. Yeah. And one say Bosremka, they say, hey, and then ya chill into Sao Paumpo, she has a bill the crass and the court. all this time. Why? Now me just say NDC for be who say a problem. Obi a who say a problem with NDC no akasa so a hypocrite or nyachum. I dey think make sa. Na Alessebesia wa condemn sa de no. Haruna Idrisu wa condemn sa de no. Muta wa condemn sa de no. Omo free space. They are your colleagues, and they are your junior colleagues, yes, but they are your colleagues, President John Mahama. And you know, so yeah, they are now. I say Pontius Pilate. Media me Roman sa. Media me who say yeah, boy Yesu. Ascendia. Now media okay. Is he the king of the Jews? I don't know. You know, because we know what Dr. Baumia did. We know what Atamils did, and you, John Mahama in particular, cried. You name the to me here because we know Muntie Tre. I be mubo mudino. They threatened to kill and to murder and to rape a chief justice. That's why they were jailed. Omumpo, what do you come on pardon? Mr. When we will be for speech of threat to life, ye jail Chrome ha, Kufo and I Kufado, and our Tamils, and our Rollins, I command pardon. No, only John Mahama. It's on no dear Nasono at the form to say Abwa or Tia be pepe. Onim ne ekoso enso ye chichi nkrofo we nyina enya papi anka wo president ye minim say you will come and say something because when ye nyina ye nim say ya ye fie kasam ye say enkwala ewi nanka e bia wo de unwi bio na wo te wa wo hwa wan ka hwe de na ye be fra onyankarefo enso nankarefo na ye fra on no chese wa wi nanka ne bio ba wo suban a wo de te ho a enkwala na ewi nanka wo kasa no sa nankarefo behavior no President John Mahama yes sir. Yes, no. Look, tell your people, rein them in. Tell them to stop it. Because there will be repercussions in the future. Look, some of us, we are doves in our party. But remember, every party has hawks. And you can't allow the hawks to take over. But if you allow your hawks to take over, when we come to power, our hawks will not listen to us. Dr. Baumia Krabbe, by the time Dr. Baumia took my pet, no much should I as I by the time Bebano, now Dr. Bamia, not ye know, sign a person Ghana. No, Obia Didia and your papa. What we have to do is simple. One, the rule of law will work. So yeah, invite you. Yeah, fat Rambo style be about you. Yeah, the choir can offer at a fee. A two, Nessa near Mano, near Belfie and Ajo, 12 o'clock to say I'm Roberts. Near your share mask. Now you're about 2 if you know. Who call your Waku Yidipakronaba? Who say, hey, come to the police station. Or say blah blah. That's all. Obviously, Chama to me. The first way, or call the police station voluntarily. Thank you. Well, wrap you up to see. It will be a Waba police station voluntarily there. Eden Aujano or Kwapa now the cars. I got crossing. Now I crossing. Not matching. Now Rambo style arrest. This animal. President John Mahama. The NTI ya got two. Sa into you koko and run and say, yes, say enough is enough. Ghana needs to go through a process of the rule of law. Wo President John Mahama, one thing, and Crawford can all the time, even some of us in opposition, oh, President John Mahama, dear, won't say he's a nice man, or Kasaye, or first time, no. Now, this time, our baby, dear, who ye, no, Amaya Musa from immediate behavior up to now, dear, President John Mahama, and Chaye, Intijai. Please, you are the president, control the country, let there be peace, and let the rule of law work.
Mate, may I say, let the rule of law work. And no, the Gabu, the Atuja, and pay. Doc,
Kadna,
for 15 minutes.
Hey, now say Kadna.
Oh, for 15 minutes. When you starting Kasa,
and my demonstrations. What's the oh, Sabi, or shall see a bear with you? Kadna. May I say, Miss Ressa obey 20
side comments now.
Oh, now my main Kasa. His Excellency, though, Kasay, me man Kabi. I now hear me say. There was only an way, His Excellency, to Casano. Now my ED to the Mamma main Cabs, all the prof crying. Let me see a Gabo, Excellency Bianca. Okay, Senior Gabo, and then all about the siren, and then all about the siren. Cardinal, me that's a swab, Mama Quenya. Na I have always maintained, say MPP for demonstration and no more, you know. It was a special waste of our time. Na a demonstration in so papa bianim a demonstration and pasumu a demonstration more number. Now, for what is worth, no, I can confidently say it's a sad demonstration of course on not a agenda to make the MPP popular. Because in the last 8 months of the NDC's administration, Ghana for swan say who say no. Oma who di mo do. No man will say na MPP any political party papa. To begin with, Cardinal. And the MPP for Timianya akukudro. As a sa nkrofo akujina Jubilee House so mo petition the president. Ewo kromwa. Ometimi Jubilee House.
Omaimuha.
Ewo maimuha. Amferi nyame. Ensro nipa. Emmu nipa. Because we know their records when it comes to demonstration in Ghana. Few years ago, the Jubilee House was declared as a security zone. Ma obianya demonstration wo. In fact, Ghana, in October 2019, Prof. Minister Ocquaye, law students here demonstration in front of Jubilee House. They were beaten to pulp. Water cannons and so shiegum ye shiegu omoso. Pepper spray ye di bigu ebi ani. Rubber bullet ye to two bibo ebimo. Because they were exercising omo inalienable right to demonstrate. Sometime now, now we had a president or a lawyer. Near our deputy chief of staff, Abu Jinapo, no a lawyer. Now the executive secretary to the president, Nana Ashanti Media, no a lawyer. But under the watch of these legal luminaries, we saw a visible attack on certain aspects of our constitution and our democracy, and that was allowed to pass. Sam Reno, na Siniagabu, no Krumwa. And as I said, now we're India. Now we're India. So now we're Krumwa. Because I will Krumwa. And Kamwadia, or they criticizing the NDC government, no, and you tone down. You tone down. Because we saw the worst form of attack on democracy under your watch. In this country, we saw it. The worst form of an attack NDC. On democracy. Oh, Mame Kasa. Mame Kasa. No, Mame Kasa. His Excellency, Mame Kasa. No, Mame Kasa. Mame Kasa. Oh, Kasa mi edi. Some person say interjection. Yebeye. I told you there be them. Also, can sempi. Oh, there be them. Who can sempi? To the man. Oh, the Mame Sumen Kasa. Oh, the Mame Kasa. Oh, ebi anu watchro kadna. We saw it in this country. Yeah, who be here? Now, the anti-crack kadna. I am want to say. And then, what me a demonstration, which is a major forum for making your grievances known. Obi anyo he utimi a demonstration peacefully unya police protection. Utimi issue press statements or kromwa, which is also another forum I dey address your grievances. Utimi hold the press conferences or kromwa, and at the presence of the media. Yanka wasem. Utimi kwa court any judgments and decisions in your favor. And so utimi biye wanoka say democracy is under attack. Why? And you know say na court e grant say abronye leave say utimi the passport to kwan kosuan dey prof. Is it the same court you are talking about today? And you know say na Hanan in the buffer stock case no onya the passport say odibe to kwan. Under the same court you are criticizing Mame Kasa. In the Edubuahin matter. Mame Kasa. Oh, now you see Mame de Mame Kasa Mame Kabo. Yeah, fine. Calm down. I finish I shall go and say. Why? In the Edubuahin matter, when some disclosures were supposed to be filed Did the court not rule in favor of Mr. Dubois? Oh, Krumwa, we saw it. But ene ujina touchline and kasa. So democracy is an attack because Chema want to me a one kasa wa buying under Abujina po. The ministry Eka said the man and his company are engaged in illegal mining. So that time was democracy under attack. Where were you when those comments were made? Your own ministry under your government. Say Chema want to me Yagalam say.
What did the presidency?
Oh, Mama Kasa.
Okay.
Oh. Story, Ben. We don't know there was no investigation conducted. The nation did not conduct investigation. And I President Kufuor say I contaminate in Galam Sabia. We saw it in this country. Where it was cleared without any basis. Abai for Fraba. Obianim how Galamsey operators and Galamsey campaigns operate. Prof Mamin Chirum, the Omoye. Omoje concession now. Ne be a chama Galamsey phone be. A week be annual be sales amano. That was what they were doing. Obia onim I follow how a Galamsey operators operate be. That's how it is. In fact, in the 37-page Professor from Water report, Professor Kwame, DB Bemu, say Oma concession, no amount 200,000. It is in that report. Now we keep our sales amano. It is there. And you are comparing this matter to the Sadina matter. Really? A complete asymmetric, illogical comparison. Prof. Amin Chiro Mudintia. One to me. Yerena kujina court. Alpha prosecution witness. Witness ne say. Chairman wound to me and a man acquires Ocquaye mining on a concession without the permission of the minister, because the law says that you must get the permission of the minister. Yachi Wamonsono. They were in a possession of mining equipments. Gold Wamonsa. Omwaka say biome num say Chama want to be the catcher omo say omonye mining no. Chama want to say or catcher omo say omonkoye land reclamation. Nipa na osu onkoye land reclamation only mining support services certificates. I tell say oye reclamation. Yakoye so anya reclamation oye den oye. And she said, you are a senior lawyer. Oh, you know what we call Mame Kasa. Your Excellency. Your Excellency. Your Excellency. Your Excellency. Your Excellency. And on about court, and on about court. And a judge in the car, they found. Judge, they say it is an afterthought. Because if I now will see Ocquaye reclamation, or no so one can't tell us Ocquaye reclamation, you're cutting us on your reclamation. Oh, yeah. Reclamation, yeah, you're good for him. One reclamation, yeah, you're good for him. One reclamation, I had mining equipment. Really, you see, it is a baseless comparison and a baseless assertion. Why? The number of people they will suffer from the deleterious effect on Galamsey. No, have you thought about them? The children yet unborn, they will have the effect of mercury and cyanide used in Galamsey. No, we should leave them. One of the arguments they raised is that Prof. Adanya yeche won to be Galamsey ejai. A baseless analysis, because edu maybe yache atai wo kromwa yache no na amrobri eto esuchai there be etu kokase yache won to me no Galamsey enjai nti na ya it does not make sense, because yache atai no amrobri enjai and also nkyere sama yache atai enti that comparison no a baseless. Ode to madam said nam tamakula abaya bono kwadu say she has caused financial loss to the state. Provuti, she has caused financial loss to the state. Adanya wakoye procurement be. Oko court na ebisa say also wa causing financial loss to the state. Sika sign na madam said na tamakulu tu ya also dey be. Madam said na tamakulu tu eska bia. Ya buy no. And ye be renegotiate contract no. And na ye tua eka under your ministry. And to say on the basis of this, he has caused financial loss to the state. When you yourself cannot tell us what financial loss she has caused, because of money losses can be. If anybody is supposed to be prosecuted, and you won't crop for years payments, they are the ones supposed to be prosecuted. That is number one. Number two, Abina Bomadam said Nam Tamakuloko do say, I na Katamanto market fires be Mamiphobia or say, or more musika one first kana momo. And he say, say more record of mamefo a jashi omo properties omo say aye na mamefo no mu omo number omo say aye mamefo no mu omo din omo say aye na mu ba court na na wan fa mamefo ni bi amba court amoma media dance ya nkyere se sika na mpa no mu di wo ba ya fa sika na anya amomo. That was the kind of prosecution you did in this country. Say about Prof Kwadu say sika bi also odema obi sika na nkwa. It is incumbent on prosecution to bring those people to court to come and testify because there was no basis for it. But they ruled in that matter. One of the accusations was that there was also a sensitization program be na sika no oye ya na wanye na sika no ya use ba sika no nkwa. Meanwhile, the prosecution for the mobile court came to admit to this country, say, Ampa, they actually used the money for what it was supposed to be used for. It is in the judgment, Prof. Have you had the opportunity to read part of the judgment? Go and read paragraph 80, 94, 117. It is there clearly. The judge was asking the prosecution, the witnesses questions. Now, reports on that basis, match mame no.
No.
Mame kasa. Oh,
the rural bank.
Should I read the judgment?
The rural bank.
And that is the most the most useless count of all of them. Let me tell you. Prof, in the Obatampa matter, utie. Almost said now tamaklo 500,000 of Maslow Sika e dey akoma Obatampa so mfanye investment. First of all, obi aniwa oyiska edo koma obi abra onim interest obedo obenya. Number 1. Number 2, mosi ode bra mu wie no mo ne have a conversation about interest no so on tiase sa dia mo first kanembra. Sa WhatsApp chat the corona mosi mo ne chat ye no. Man timi afa sa WhatsApp chat number court. Number 2. Number 3, mosi mo discard bra no ewo efira so amebagim ewo kan say bachuna tota Emma Mamine acknowledge receipt of that amount. Mokofa document by say this is a letter signifying her receipt of that amount.
Sami shall say break.
My 1 minute per count.
This shall say break.
But you prof 1 minute mami. Mose more document of her signature. Mamine says her signature way and me signature. It is incumbent on you as a government and as a prosecution to go and bring all her signatures and you authenticate it in court for all of us to see. Say, Ampa Mamini signature. You couldn't do it. It was a baseless prosecution, a useless prosecution, and you compare this kind of prosecution to Chamaun to miss prosecution. What? Is that the kind of argument you people want to have in this country? Is that the kind of went to a Macquarie press conference, Macquarie demonstration? Wait, it's because of this judiciary is now under the influence of the executive. Now the same judiciary you were hailing when you were in government suddenly have become monstrous. Suddenly have become monsters in this country. Suddenly have become glued to the new government because mutual opposition and money bibiaka. And if the appeals court considers all these issues and says categorically, say no, in Yinaswa, Mudibu, Madam said in a Tamakulofono. Now, dance any, none Yinaswa Papa be any. Now, the prosecution did not provide ample evidence to show some Madam said them Tamaklo. Quite do a modern bonono, a quadu papa. A two better opposition now, because of this, obey a demonstration. Is that a demonstration we should support?
Mate, me da say, Mamin come Dr. Sami Aye, Oye, presidential aide in charge of government communication, and now Oten can earlier na wati Gabo and so and can see I make up Professor Isaac Bodiho, member on also 15 minutes. I mean, Tidia, Obeka, Prof.
No,
Papa,
some so I 1 minute.
But only 1 minute beyond what I
14 the same.
So I'm only 2 hours grandson. Don't him something.
Actually, be account, don't worry. Yeah, I'm saying no two na see nra. Ba ko na ye di ho komo. Ba ko si ewo Yesuku, your university. Yeah, memorial.
Probably no man so kakra bia ka ho ama.
Yeah, memorial service.
Okay.
Yeah, papa. Yeah. We say okay. Memorial service Emma ye ni nuanom 8 sebe helicopter crash no mo ka ho. Na ekọ na wie no mo interview ba ko ne yere na ni ref ni di ni ye na osun ye na ne raho na o ka sen bi se na ni da so ne sen ka ni kru wo ya wo wi anka edigalam say ebe kwa wie nanka odana mmere mu no obehu se saa ko a enam so na ohwere na ade nyina no yenya ho akwan a abo man ye ko yanim ifa na ni scenario ho sa tiefo na hwefo na mo wo saa enyuma mu yesa di omo tie ni so no mo hu obra obre ne ma nka me say Ocquaye yebenya solution to the problem. Mati wona wie na memra dia ode ma ense medi hu komo democracy under attack. Na demonstration hu komo na yedi. Na American abo Ghana police for bon abaso eno mu di jumason stronko. Omu yade. Na they were professional. There was a baku mienu comment bi na me say about social media. Anko ye amame. Na ne odi ni nyina tonsane so a onbom homodin omo yade the same time se beda omo ye demonstration so ase omo comport ho very professional by extension say your leadership omo MPP leadership no so yade say do a course a demonstration no omo timi momo edi omo akwan mu eye niema yie ye da sorry ye no yanti asemboni bia esan se oman yeti asemboni aya na nye nka yempese beti se we si ka akobo bi ana obi akudi abakobo yanti nyuma ni nyina nti ebeda omase omayade na in a day I will go for several peaceful demonstrations over civil war se onipa nya kwan kana asem onipa enya kwan emfa ne onu tin fa ntodwa ekwan fa so or express na enye enti meka say a peaceful demonstration there say MPP say NDC ye beka say obi antimi nkobi na eka wasam no obi so NTB na insa odi todwa no na e was say obi ko demonstration na obi ka say bi ehana I was so ubisano adekodia ehano how they cause a demonstration. Now we so were democracy under attack. HSA democracy under attack. HSA. Now o kind of bro for because say your government there is school kakra some years ago. What shall say when institutions and norms are bypassed that protect the citizens are bypassed. And offense and attack. A kwine any a nyoma ye we are sitting mono. We ye timamunino. So because or GF sem obekase ufa hundie unibim. When there are no checks and balances. Obi atimi sori e bibia keke o kasa ni acho o ka we ni abefa akọ na obisa ye man ye hu se oman enum ne ye kwa na question say we bisa no ya kire mo ye no bisa hu se oman ne ye hu ana ebi ni oman mu na o hwe ne minority for no ene MPP for no ye ya now for document on present here ne almost statement almost can be for social media arrest of individuals yachicho almost and be to her for uneven accountability te sɛ wontumi asan sɛ me nua ayɛ ɔka ho asɛm yi sɛ yɛwɔ nkurɔfoɔ a ɔman yɛho sɛ ɔmo gye saa galamsey yi bi na yɛakye na kwɛsɛ ebisa ne sɛ nkurɔfoɔ a ɛwɔ hɔ no a ɔmo so yɛ bi a ɔmampanin ankasa akasa na soɛ no onim sɛ ne nkurɔfoɔ no bi wɔ hɔ a saa nyeɛ bi a ɔmo yɛ bi na ɔmfa nto dwa well
so we will not kid ourselves. We know how people are doing it. And also,
and say a proper statement, I feel ho, if you know buy. So kind ye so one canisana. The important lesson is say Oni or Jidi say or Jidi say Crofobia say or almost yebi. Intema Crofo general somewhere demonstration. I dear Bakwa, Miss somebody general so a year. Removal of a Chief Justice, former. Until ka a new mom de boom, a year new bear 9. And on the coto, era man penny. Say, you who say way anyway a cosso. Until Sewa for Nessie form, the Kabmai. Ya major say, so my or penny or show so, never being queer, who quite say. Odo how cost you no. Sa obedia tum sa onjin tum. Ebi si emretwom. Ebi so si ene. Nti any different thing altogether. Na se ma san crofo kwan no mo express some will in this way. E boa maka bi make bi aban so. E konanim. Na yen share the gravity of the issue we have. Na obeka se ye koyanim no. Ye koyachi ko he na esi ye mrebi atwom a enye bone. The example, even in our field, there is data points to do analysis. But ye chiana and no problem. Yensha emre under this same dictator yenya insult on our social media platforms. Metihoyi, ye chen kwala de. There won't be any occasion measure ubikutupa some could depend yatem. No matter how the issue nete. Me san chabo frasa onko de penny atem da. Because enye so ya kwala so a penny. Ene mo fra bay. O the camera sinanim. Na man audio, o man platform. Ye feel anim banyina insult. Ye man penny a watcho mo call e rakufado. Ye dinatem kremu. Me ma history kakra. Ye no. Common song be a buyer, say, Kumnana do my, say, me say, and I saw her there. Yo, Mr. Niles, OTV. If you sabi, near cry, waka baby. You can find a sabbath, bamu. You ye, Yera, Mahmoud Baham, Baumia. A Janim Pobi. Yes, will be all ye Muslim, sabi, or no, sir. Every pork. Ye the Bachelor Crofo, ye the attempt. And we have had deeply inflammatory and personal unchecked comments in the past. Then you know, Chomko. Yan from Rayura, Mampani, out here, Kunyaso. Ye didn't attempt. Ya can't be a channel. Ye the fun of Busia, ne Ibrahim. Ono ankasa, ne personal life. Nkrofo ka bi a kire no. West me kas me kan bi wo ha. Enya enyefe. Na asema ye bisa ne se. Ye pese nyina ye start ne foforo a. E kwan ben e ne be fa so a. Ye be start ne foforo. I want to hear me. Ni etwa mu ya nchichi. Se a call Yura Mampani Mahama na Busia ya nchichi. Ni be a call Yura Mahmoud Baumia ene Nana Kufado so ya nchichi. Shwe ye di Muslimin penifo attempt imams as so for revered religious body leaders. Ye chiefs professor, doctors. Just say so much at the tonam. Kagumsa, ne wom nenim, ye come on ayo, ya out if you out here. What's the way ya bro, William? Ya dibiachro. We sat here in the country. Ya there for you beer. And ne, obe kasakra na usro. Esan se, ye be yo. Enti, se kasa ye kasa di din krofo atem die. Inya, min so. Min kasa yeda. No more you draw a line now. How do we draw the line? I want to hear me. How do we draw it? You draw say me kasa na anko ya. A quiet fast you invite me is what we are talking about. Me kasa de mano pa na anko ya. Why na frame me? Si ebe frame me, quiet ben e fast frame me. Se adime kwa asuasi enkodi maasem a ekwan ben ye fa so di maasem yese mintua bail a ekwan ben e fa so metua sa bail no eye bail a metua minnyes kantua a enu nti ye de bekotum for good. This anyoma ye bobo so na ya ade a eme say ye draw line e boa ne say saban person draw line na, which I agree in any day. So on draw line nyechom eko abide in the policy by or say resetting agenda me so so resetting chem say niasi nyina no mami nko na me pepa menya clean slate na me momodia na me mania si nyina no enko nti enfunso bi in the past ana bibi na anko year se say na ye besa say na ye sate no ya chichi nkrofo bi gu ma ya nyichi omu yie ekwan fa so edom ko asoe no anko yie the rumble side chi nkrofo na anko yie ne e be resetting na e wo say na proper resetting ne man nkrofo enya safa hodi na se me kasa ne so me pa hwi ne de me ko jifo ni ho na minya lawyer cry and that time ben also minya sa lawyer no bill also mitia condition ben attach this bill inyina dey also di ho enkomo inti person draw line me so reset agenda mu ye mani so emede say abaya ka say yempepa ne asi nyina edi omampani kufu atem yedi omampani wotwamu akufu ado yedi bahomi atem yedi era Mahama tem. Even a vice president, you didn't tell me. Obi bia. I am phobia nya ne she. You better draw line. Conversation can you now. Where ye me say, eh? Ya kabia. How do we draw the line? Ye see the dana dia. And ye resetting. Ye see that dano. Ye can't want some ye di uncommon. Ye go so ye be nadia. I'm saying young who ye nim. A young copy beer. A young drove beer. Yo. We'll see her.
Mate, Madame se papa or say or the besi has say na yako yanim koko kojmedi enwaso egusu auti Dr. Samia Yewa Professor Isaac Bodina Kasa Sisian Kabo also ewa say ko there. Now Sami time kakra na aka no me mau emo 5 minutes. Patoti you 5 minutes.
Okay.
What's the Bank of Ghana is Canway?
Ade omsi sika biara.
Pa.
Okay.
What to go da boka basa.
Me da se so amama.
Basha no so we here in 5 minutes.
I will do that, but my for 1 minute grant say the prof kind be. The TN say omampanyi agina be bia nka say. Ne party for Galamsey. It was an event organized where he met labor and also it is a cast across several people, including media men, traditional authorities, some politically affiliated people that cast across both parties. That's what His Excellency the President said. And I want to put that on record. As for the remaining part of the winning the prof, we must create an exception. As for insults there, both parties will be our two political salvos. But we are talking about direct threats to the life of the president. I can make mention of two people. There was this one lady, Camilla, and another one, Minat, I have read about me about, said they make categorical threats on the president. Say, make it categorical threats on Prof for life. I mean, on Dr. Baomi, I mean, so we must create that exception. As for insults, nobody has spoken about it, even though it's not good. We all condemn it. But when
was
we
it
talk
president
about insult,
just a minute. Was it president and say on one call for you?
I can read the text to you. So this was published by Modern Ghana.
What if I play the video for
you? Where you can't say this is a publication by Modern Ghana.
And I'm saying beyond the
I don't have a problem. But
what
I'm
if
saying
I play the video for you?
Why am I 5 minutes? Kadna, Mamen Kasa. Ode Mamen Kasa.
Oh,
Mamen Kasa, Kadna, Mamen Kasa, Mamen Kasa, Mamen Kasa. Why am I 5 minutes? And so we are Kadna over to me. On the BOG issue, in penny forces say a control eka come who they are. Any nene chassis. A chassis if you break on 4 pence. The MPP have decided not to read and deliberately decided not to understand what is going on in this country. And yet, any first time a Bank of Ghana,
Eboka,
and yes, a cat. The information that what I read is a BOG spends 13 billion cedis in forest markets. Records 22 billion cedis loss on. So let's even start with forest markets.
22 billion
yes,
in gold.
There's no problem. The domestic gold purchase program, and the NDC in the chassis, almost chassis boka from 2022, but because of how the program has been designed. What I say in 2024, almost 5.4 billion Ghana cedis. They didn't even get us the needed gold we needed. On the forest issue, in 2022, Bank of Ghana boka $1.9 billion. CCA, me no say, all the back Ghana cedis is over 20 something billion. In 2023, Bank of Ghana used 1.1 billion. What it means is that Bank of Ghana, operations, they sell dollars for cedis to banks. And yes, and I've seen many senior MPP people, including former legal counsel to the president, take to social media and demonstrate ignorance on this matter. If Bank of Ghana does intermediation on the forest market, how does it amount to so be a discount? And the Bank of Ghana international, when they have been given the mandate to say they are in charge of monetary policy, they are in charge to make sure that the city does not depreciate beyond acceptable limits. They are in charge of making sure say inflation is down. Now they have reserves enough to allow them auction some of their dollars for cities to banks. Say they are importers. Pesika koto niema fiama no ne aba omo koto fango IPPCK na aban tuya. How does that amount to say sika bia rent says can ke betim dia kosi school dine and Ocquaye.
Finally,
meanwhile in 2022
finally,
the Bank of Ghana did the same operations.
So finally,
in 2023 they did the same operations. And the Bank of Ghana operations on forest markets now and then we say 13 billion Ghana cedis. And your Bank of Ghana sika yedi. A Bank of Ghana and normal auction of dollars on the markets to banks and normal GCDs. The same thing happened in 2022. Mabubacho, 2023 Mabubacho, 2024 Mabubacho. Into what to say? Obi can be say Bank of Ghana akodisi kebia. It is out of sheer ignorance and lack of education on the matter. That is what it is.
Mebra Penny ba ko Hello FM. Your friend King Edward the Slave. Also ma watching.
Me jeneso.
Also ma watching. Now I'm super part to ma watching.
Me jeneso pa.
Okay. Gabo.
You inti card na ombo video ne.
5 minutes.
Ombo tape ne.
Now wa so video no boy.
I'm say mo anjo.
Gabo na wo abo. Yeah, my family.
Quote and I quote.
Or
say, I do not kid myself that our people are involved in Galamsey. Now they, Yeniana,
our people.
Yes,
our people near their way. Our people near their way.
No, the people no. Oh, can they? Oh, yeah. Challenge you. Have a oh, better as here. Now, secondly, Dominic Ayeni asked Yoko to investigate Abanga, to investigate. Yami, Anameboa. Did this not happen in this country? Has Yoko investigated them? Have they arrested them Rambo style and put them in custody and giving them 50 million bill. Have they done that? Say I'm watching to no matter. And no can say now no I had to say 4 legs good, 2 legs no good. Sa animal farm situation I will more Ghana no. And nothing require demonstration no. Into Mamu from home because you're born in life. Me do to my crowns is here. Now all can. Okay. Now that we are not going to kid ourselves, according to what the president told us. You will come out. About Ocquaye minority. Just a few months ago, we told the government, say, there's a huge loss coming. Now, I'm very happy say prof no way in the area. Into no kasa or be kaka or we say but what kind of country are we running? You see loss no 22 billion cedis in 2025. Unprecedented. You can't munti. There are ways of having losses where you use it for a certain way. NDC for say, look, reserve and I build that to our before gold to be toy. Yes, your person can move at the end from 14 to 10 and give it to you. But in the long run, it's not sustainable. So you need sustainable policies to be able to do that. Now, me de say any MPP neka, any NDC neka. IMF almost say the Bank of Ghana's Domestic Gold Purchase Program, DGPP, and the references here, DGPP.
Someone am the buy.
Yeah, the buy and say the
Mo bo in 2024.
But more yeah the buy now.
Mo yeah the say
credit. Mo say Ato is forcing.
Oh, bunya isa.
Is forcing.
Ade a wa boka eko.
Bamia is forcing. And the munya no to na say Bamia is forcing. At least then now we will take the responsibility and fix it.
Now you know say economy no
because oh no, but don't worry, I'm coming back to that economy crowd me ba ho because Ghana for the money say kayemu and corona eto mo a anka Ghana up to now ye nyina yesu $1.7 billion loss. And they say the reason is this. I know they have exchange reserves. First problem. Ye reserve ya to no. Mo de munchendi muntondi.
That's what it means.
I had to say, oh papa, eja
begin to pull the brakes. Begin to pull the brakes.
Oh yeah no. Almost say another one. Cost driven by service fees and discount. Now our service fees need discount no. Why mu no mo yes our discount no. Now why mu na ehie chira omo twi sike bia omu dia e bia e crazy sa problem. We nu nyina ye niema IMF omekunu say sa $1.7 billion loss no. Enya dia e be boa Ghana. And because of the way say we know is tied to gold purchasing and also small scale mining. Okay, I said President Mahama say small scale mining, you know, because of its contribution to the economy, we cannot do anything about it. Then he even added, say, no dear, that's under Akamba and Obino. So omu ba, omu ye gold, galamse nyema ya chi omu nyina. They will release them and give them their tools. How can such a government now come and tell me that they are doing NIMOS to stop Galamsey? No wonder all they are interested in is get the gold from Galamsey, get the gold from all other sources, give the worst discount, which we have complained about, and Ghana will lose 1.7 billion. Martin, you will answer for those questions.
Martin, may I say, Prof, for 5 minutes, Namenko.
Yo, Nana. Assembly a toho emra by Basel 2025. Na ifiti January, February, March, April. Any who say sikabi era or mining dollars eba into the system. Dollars eba into the system. My exchange rate are now 15 to 1 cedi no to $1 no. Na so to take eba form. Ebaya bedru December na call 10 cities. Any mania the term ato is forcing so be kaya. A chese obon homoden san says city na hode no a pager over the dollar. Enti meka say we have evidence to suggest say forex market stabilized. Your first city na hode a pager. Inflation above forest reserve, international reserves, akosro. Until Osha syndicator see, who say a picture. Now, question be say, and yes, sir, the policy worked or didn't work. It worked. Now, question be say, could we have achieved the same economic indicators or outcomes at a lower cost? I be born mine na. Eho na nkoma ye di ewo. Na adia ne start here na it took Ocquaye IRPP. It took few people from the minority camp and the IMF to come and tell us say use the word a footprint. Say I buy you footprint or BOG you footprint if you marketing him. Allow demand and supply any ejuma to determine the rate. You can say ye intervention, BOG intervention, also there be or ye intermediation. I did also a tear sense so directly involve yourself in the market. A intermediation, intervention. Open so force na seed no ojina na stabilize it. Intermediary entirely different, but sometimes shifted goalpost. I am a Fuankasa Kasa, oh yeah, intervention and no intermediation. Now, Osha Ekaya Bona, yow, question ye bisane say, a BOG Nasudie say or intervene and not or intervene. Yes, we have said this several times, and Nasudie. Or womra or was or intervening on specific issues in the economy, market failures, ability to control inflation. Inflation I jay na eba from kakraka, although na wasro. Ti obisa sa question, yes, all right to intervene, but any routine work of a central bank. So all the time you discuss a economy, David. Unless we have critical issues, I was say, yeah, juma and son of it, my side. Ben ye, number 1 million, number 1.5, nekonanim, neko, at the sad could see say, I am a beca say no, adia we edo yene, and no habe bro. Yan pemwa, ye twa so koyanim sa for some time. I share a report be told Jenny who say, Ekaya boni. Na ekano anodi a pushy Bank of Ghana amana konya negative equity and yes a BC but the scale econo and your routine work I was said central bank oh yeah all the time your mra intermediate side interventions and all it's an intermediary na no one here who say amount mine 1.7 I think 1.7 gold purchase agreement. Policy eba previous administration yejitum. Emrana locking out of international markets. Emrana ye import oil ana ne bo cost bebre. Eko Rome. Eno kware e kabeda ho. Na me check miracle was about 400 mil at that time. You see a chum all the way. Na ensunsun so a woman no and you say you recorded the huge negative equity akoda figure ensunsun so back ho say aban e be recapitalize central bank ama wa float bond or market
yeah 5 billion no
5 million so obenya sika e dia mom asoe na Adamson so ho ne say yo Ankronkro Juma e pesika de ejuma. But a buying sell Juma ne e co market, the same market. Akoboro.
And then prof times 1 hour.
Oh.
Momunja prof no unwrap your plan.
For the same market. Akoboro. Say a near year.
Be or chair 1 minute.
Young co market. Any sa human and copay loan and fanyajuma. Tavasa ubu humaniko. Business will not be able to develop. Share last indicator from Bank of Ghana.
And that's our last point.
The summary economic data. The confidence level indicators. Drop it. The latest figures by. It tells you. Say, ubetima koso kwa kojisika. Now kona say a buying wo marketing. Now so ubamubia. Scan back on. You want it, Bamana?
You're buying.
Maybe.
Kadna. 1 second. Prof say operations now Bank of Ghana you know and ama Bank of Ghana say you do negative equity but prof can okay so kwa no
one am that time now they
make a patch one
board
na yes Kadna the American say sa negative equity no Bank of Ghana printed 44 billion Ghana cedis. Edema, the previous government, that is about almost 60% of the contributions to negative equity. Prof must put that on record. It is very important. Okay. Number two, Prof say at a point in.
Sammy, unfortunately, you don't have time to make that point.